Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu Teil 42 von The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky is Sea. Und ihr seht schon im Hintergrund, es ist ein komischer Anfang, weil ich erst im Nachhinein am Ende dieser Aufnahme gemerkt habe, dass das doch lieber 2 Parts werden sollen, weil es ein bisschen lang alles geworden ist. Aber dafür werden wir in dieser Folge Part 6, also Kapitel 6, endlich abschließen. Und ich bitte jetzt bitte schön Vergangenheits-Jonas darauf hin, zu übernehmen. Bitteschön, viel Spaß. So, herzlich willkommen zu Versuch Nummer 2 und diesmal gehe ich direkt auf Gilbert und versuche den direkt wegzuhauen, damit der nicht Leute wiederbeleben kann. Und hoffe, das reicht, denn eigentlich sollte ich das ja von der Stärke relativ gut schaffen und es gibt keine Möglichkeit, dass sie dann nochmal angreifen können. Also hoffen wir jetzt einfach mal, dass das reicht. Also ich habe jetzt weniger, ja das ist egal, ich habe jetzt weniger Leute, die ich prinzipiell treffen muss. Oh Gott, das ist nicht gut gelaufen. Und das könnte reichen. Okay, zack, den haben wir. Machen wir hier hin. Zack. Oh no. Gar nicht gut aus. Okay. Und gewonnen. Ha, Tatsache. Ja, also diese Bonuspunkte, die wollte ich mir auf gar keinen Fall entgehen lassen. Sorry, wenn wir da jetzt den Kampf nochmal wiederholen mussten. Aber das war mir schon ein bisschen wichtig, muss ich gestehen. So, dann schauen wir mal, wo das Ganze hinführt. How in the world? Und jetzt seht ihr nämlich auch, ist ein anderer Outcome als eben. Da war das eher so ein, oh mein Gott, aber sie kann jetzt auch nicht mehr. Und jetzt ist es ein How in the world? Impossible, we outnumbered her. See, that's what a bracer can do, jerkwards. She's Cassia's bride's daughter. All right, we shouldn't have underestimated her. Right then, pop the safeties. Ah, stimmt, die haben ja ihre komischen Tabletten. Surprised, are we? Behold, one of the gifts of Ouroboros. Our bodies surge with the power of the society's technology. We are far greater than normal men, especially with the safeties on. Just in time. Looks like you're having a hard time. Allow me to assist. That won't be necessary. She's put up quite a fight, but we'll wear her down eventually. You're welcome to watch, of course. I wasn't talking to you. What are you? Es ist jemanden, den ihr könnt. Too slow. What? Huh. What are you doing? I'm sorry, but you're not cut out for this. Ugh. Really, what were you thinking? You might be a full bracer, but you're still a total loose cannon. What were you going to gain by trying to fight them all by yourself? No way. Joshua? This isn't a dream, is it? Things would be nice if this were a dream. Unfortunately, reality isn't so convenient. Huh? You finally show yourself. It's been a while, Löwe. You knew I would find my way on board? It was entirely possible given your skills. Still, I'm curious as how you actually managed it. I boarded one of the scout ships that went ahead of the Glorious to check its route. None of the enforcers were about, so it was fairly trivial to sneak in. You even guessed that Wiseman would request the Ark. You really haven't lost your touch, Black Fang. All thanks to you, really. Though it always was a bit nerve-wracking wondering if you or someone else would find me. There are few who can see through your skill at obfuscation. But stealth has its weaknesses. The instant someone notices you, you lose your one advantage. You have lost your advantage, Black Fang. What do you think a Fang can do against the Blade Lord? Wait. For your information, Löwe, I'm still plenty ready to go. I don't care how strong you are, we won't make it that easy on... Stand back, Estelle. Löwe is powerful, more so than the both of us combined. It's knowing that you still came here. Some might call that naive, but I know you better than that. What drove you to leave her in the first place? If you wish to protect someone, protect them. If you wish to cut them from your life, then do it completely. Did I not teach you to be thorough, to be decisive? Yes, you did. That was the very first lesson you taught me after Weissman was done tuning me. If she means that much to you, you should never have left her side. You should have stayed with her, tormented by guilt or otherwise. The fact that you didn't is just another form of escapism, nothing but deceit. I know that, Löwe. I know that you're trying to tell me. Do you really? Joshua. But in that case, what about you, Löwe? This should have been my price alone to pay, my burden. And yet you joined the society too, and now they call you the Blade Lord. Why are you still working with Weissman? My cooperation with Weissman has nothing to do with you. I do so because of my desires. Your desires? You mean about Karen? Petty revenge won't bring Karen back, so I want to see if her death was worth it. I want to put humanity to the test. That's why I'm working with a professor. Put humanity to the test? Enough talking. You have three options. You and the girl both surrender, you protect the girl and you die, or you abandon the girl and escape by yourself. Make your choice. Joshua. I'm sorry, but I'll take option 4. What? A what? You. I fiddled with the obel engines a little. Left alone, the Society's glorious arc will be another wreck on the ocean floor soon. Hey Joshua, could you maybe warn me when you... You really are a magician. You need authorization for the engine room, so I didn't think you'd be able to worm your way in there. I altered each of the 22 engines in a slightly different manner. Weissman could sort it out, maybe Ren too, but with them gone, the only one left is you, Löwe. A final ace in the hole to put a stop to the plan, well done. But to use it now, just how long do you intend to keep deluding yourself? I hope you have an answer when we next met. I'll be looking forward to it. Ja, tschüss. Geh. Joshua, we can talk later. I've got an airship prepared for an escape. We need to head down the stairs ahead of us and get to the hangar. Yeah, come on. Und das Dream Team ist erstmals wieder vereint und wir steuern direkt Joshua. Ist das nicht... Es ist wunderschön. So, jetzt muss ich gerade selber überleben. Was haben wir hier? You are here. Glorious Stern First Floor. Okay. Ist das nicht genau das gleiche, was wir eben schon hatten, nur ein bisschen anders? Sieht schon ziemlich gleich aus, gell? Aber erstmal resten. Okay, was ergibt denn am meisten Sinn? Warte mal, ich kann noch mal gucken. Also. Ich habe keine Maus, deswegen kann ich nicht zeigen. Aber nördlich können wir gar nicht rum. Das heißt, wir müssen erst südlich. Aber dann im Norden ist bestimmt noch eine Truhe irgendwo. Da in der Mitte komme ich gar nicht rein, da kann also nichts sein. Also okay, ich weiß den Plan. Ich weiß ganz genau, wo wir lang gehen. Okay, wir gehen als erstes hier südlich. Man hat die Barrieren ja Gott sei Dank darauf gesehen. Zack. Ach Moment, ich kann Joshua noch andere Klamotten und so anziehen. Sehr schön. Oh Gott, Leute, gleich habe ich es equip. Joshua, Strider, einfach mal über 1000. Das und das. Dann geben wir ihm noch das, ein Buzzer. Prevents faint sleep. Dann habe ich ja schon drauf. Sleep confuse. Poison blind, ja, nehmen wir das. Genau, ich wollte erst in den Süden, weil da war so ein kleines Dingens, da war dann aber eine Barriere. Genau, da ist sie. Star Rabbits. Were you helping somebody who came along and put me in more stuff for you to take? Ja, nee. Nee, finde ich auch nicht fair. Finde ich richtig, dass man sich da beschwert. Warte mal, war das jetzt überhaupt richtig? Ja, jetzt bin ich wieder auf dem Flur. Okay, da ging es auch nicht weiter. Und jetzt muss ich rüber. Und da gibt es, glaube ich, noch so einen kleinen Raum. Hier da unten, da sind auch noch so Türen, aber da komme ich gar nicht hin, weil an beiden Seiten eher so rote Barrieren wieder waren, falls ihr das nicht gesehen habt. So, und das ist jetzt... Oh, verdammt. So, haben wir das auch. direkt einfach viel mehr. Genau, und da ist einfach der andere Aufgang gewesen, alles klar. Oh, jetzt weiß ich nicht mehr. Doch, okay, hier ging es nicht lang, aber es ging noch ein nach oben, dann wieder so eine komische Schleife. Das ist ja symmetrisch aufgebaut auf beiden Seiten. Und hier war noch ein Raum. Aha. Oh, sogar eine Maschine. Zack. 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 Ja, sehe ich nicht. Ich finde nicht, dass du zaubern darfst. Verdammt. Verdammt. Ich dachte, ich komme hier mit 0 Schaden raus. So kann man sich täuschen. Sag, egal. War jetzt trotzdem nicht besonders schwer. Okay, was kriegen wir dafür? 7 Rings Cane. Ich glaube aber, wir haben was Besseres. Wear good shoes and you'll never see defeat. Okay. Der hat am Anfang ein bisschen gebraucht, aber er ist sehr witzig. And you never see defeat. Na, anscheinend nicht nur die Füße, sondern auch defeat. Like defeat halt. Niederlage. Sehr schönes Wortspiel. I like. Die Frage ist, da war jetzt kein Raum mehr. Ich behaupte einfach mal, da war jetzt keiner mehr. Meine Güte. Warte, hier haben wir es ja. Nee, da war kein Raum mehr. Gut, dann haben wir es. Nochmal was zum Resten. Okay. Und nach unten weiter, okay. Das finde ich aber cool, dass sie auch jedes Mal so Karten haben. Ich bin mir gar nicht sicher, ob mir das beim ersten Mal so krass aufgefallen ist. So, hier haben wir wieder eine. You are here. Das heißt, wir gehen jetzt nach... Nee, da oben geht es nicht weiter. Nach unten, dann nochmal nach unten. Da ist bestimmt was drin. Dann da nach oben. Okay. Brick Cells. Hier, da komme ich ja gar nicht rein. Da ist ja eine rote Tür. Okay, ich hab eine Idee, wo es lang gehen soll. Da ist es zu. Okay. Also, wir gehen jetzt Richtung Süden. Weil hier sind ja die Dinger, da geht es nicht lang. Ich meine aber, man kann das irgendwann ausstellen und dann auch nochmal alles erkunden. Aber ich weiß gar nicht, ob das in diesem Spiel ist oder ob das vielleicht auch ein Third ist. Weil das ist ja eher so episodenhaft. Das werdet ihr dann sehen. Das hat so seine Gründe, warum es so ist, wie es ist. Aber ich bin mir gerade gar nicht mehr sicher. So, jetzt war Richtung Süden noch... Nee. Aber eine Truhe, okay. Foxy Puppet. You don't understand how hard it is to come up with 500 unique treasure chest phrases that are bring with sarcasm. Hatten wir sowas Ähnliches nicht schon mal? Wäre dann aber auch gerechtfertigt zu sagen, ja, gibt's dann halt nicht. Okay, da geht's nicht weiter. Hier vielleicht. Ich glaube, genau, ich hätte ja gesehen, man musste da jetzt einmal rübergehen. Und dann, das ist auch nur die andere Brücke, einfach dann Richtung Norden, da war noch so ein kleines Zimmer, wo ich vermute, dass noch eine Truhe ist. Hier. Ja. Alles richtig gemacht. Say, haven't we met before? Ja, wir waren vor 2 Sekunden schon mal da. Das ist nur die Frage. Ich glaube, ganz durchgehen einfach. Und dann müssten wir doch eigentlich schon da sein. Ja, sieht gut aus. Oder? Sieht gut aus. So, da oben sind wir lang gegangen. Da unten war jetzt kein Raum mehr. In die Räume komme ich nicht rein. Nö, dann haben wir alles. Weil auf dem Flur steht nicht so ein Dingen. Kann ich euch jetzt schon sagen. Okay. Ja, brauchen wir nicht nochmal. You are here. Hangar Number 3. Okay, das heißt, wir gehen jetzt einfach die Hangar durch. Und ich glaube, das ist gut. Ich glaube, dann haben wir nämlich das auch am Stück tatsächlich geschafft. Was wirklich länger war als gedacht. Ich wusste gar nicht mehr, dass so viel Exposition-Dumping wieder dabei ist. Oder beziehungsweise wichtige Sachen für die Story anerzählen. Holy, since when does an airship have its own landing port? Yes, the Crimson Ark, the glorious pride of the society, is meant to be a mothership of sorts. It can provide berthing to up to 12 smaller vessels. That's unbelievable. I secured a ship earlier for our escape. It's in the hangar farthest in. Got it. Ja dann. Die brauche ich jetzt aber nicht bekämpfen. Also kann ich jetzt schon sagen, das ist totaler Quatsch, weil Estelle ist halt einfach... Warte mal, ist das hier schon? Oh, verdammt. Ja, Surprise Attack my Popo, würde ich sagen. Das hat ja gar nichts gebracht. Oh, jetzt habe ich Joshuas schöne englische Stimme abgeschnitten. Kann ich das nochmal haben? Ja, da war's. Ist im Englischen tatsächlich tiefer, im Japanischen eine sehr hohe Stimme. Fand ich eigentlich mal ganz geil. Kann ich mich mit identifizieren, nämlich. You're a bit late, aren't you? Wer kommt denn jetzt? Ist es wieder Gilbert? Nee, das ist Campanella. You, Campanella. Joshua, how cold. You have that nice long heart-to-heart with Löwe and you don't even stop by to say hello to your old friend Campanella? I didn't think you were still on the ship. Let me guess, you knew I was coming this way. Well, I am the one the Grandmaster sent to observe the plan. It's my job to notice more than the others do, after all. It's impressive, though. You've changed quite a bit in the, half-decade since we last met? You've become much more of a man, And you literally haven't changed at all. Even your appearance is exactly the same, as though you haven't aged a day. Well, I make sure to never skip my daily skincare after all. I've heard you enjoy a good romp in a dress every now and then. Perhaps I could introduce you to some cosmetics. Oh, could you be any more aggravating? You were waiting for us because you wanted to fight, right? Just fight us already. Das finde ich schön, dass Estelle auch mal wirklich sagt, halt die Klappe und lass einfach loslegen. Oh my goodness, what a strong little girl. I'd wondered what kind of girl could pluck your heart like a grape, Joshua. She's a good match for you, huh? Wait, who plucked whose heart like... Oh, I forgot myself, though. Your proper girlfriend is that bandit girl, isn't it? Oh, Joshua, you're such a stud. That's quite enough of your nonsense. I have no idea how you even know about Josette, but either way. Our abilities in combat should be about the same, and I doubt Estelle would just sit idly by. Do you still intend to stop us with force? No, that wasn't my intent at all. As I said, I'm simply here to observe the plan unfold. I've no duty to impede you two directly. Wait, really? Then why bother waiting for us here? To say my farewells, of course. But you know, just saying goodbye isn't very exciting at all. So I thought I'd help make your escape story a bit more riveting. Riveting? Ich weiß es auch nicht. Okay, was kommt jetzt? Ein Helikopter. What? The pale Apache flying orbital puppet? The society already has working models? And so a new obstacle arises to block the reunited heroes. How will this affect their legend? Let's find out. Ja, wir hauen den volles Pfund aufs Maul. Ist doch klar. Zack. Das Schöne ist, ich kann jetzt einfach kurz hier weggehen. Nun war's das. Ich finde es schade, dass sie hier sich noch nicht selber gegenseitig kaputt haben können. Wobei, geht das überhaupt in den Tales-Spielen? Ich glaube gar nicht, nee. Zack. So, wir hauen jetzt einfach ein paar Mal drauf und dann wird das schon. Der kann es offensichtlich nicht mal verletzen. Verschwende ich dann eigentlich? Nee. Dafür verschwende ich nicht mal eine S-Craft. Lohnt sich einfach gar nicht. Zack, schon kaputt. So. Puff. Well done, well done. I expected no less of Joshua, but the Missy's really very good as well. You, enough of your stupid messing around. No, there's no need to be so angry. Anyway, it's time for the fool whose act is done to exit stage right. Oh, tschüss. What? Well then, you two. Let's meet again, soon. He's gone. That's just a little escape trick he knows. Don't worry about it. More importantly... Hey, you sure they came this way? Didn't you hear the sounds, idiot? No doubt about it. Estelle, we have to hurry. Right. Nee. Und wir fliehen. Ja, wir fliehen. Und wir fliehen. Lock the door. I'll get the ship launched immediately. Got it. Wir fliehen. Ja, wir fliehen. Oh, wir fliehen. Activation key recognized. Confirmation code entered. And we can go. Whoa. I'm opening the hatch via remote control. We'll be launching immediately, so take a seat. Okay. Schon ein bisschen cool, ne? Muss man ja sagen. It's them. Fire, don't let them escape. Ja, Leute, wenn eure Schiffe so gut sind wie der Rest von eurer Ausrüstung, ist vielleicht möglich, dass es nicht funktioniert. We're falling. It's fine. We'll correct shortly. There we go. Aber schöner Moment auch einfach. Wir starten. Und wir sind geflohen. Tatsächlich. I think they can just fly away. Hell with it. So did the airships. We're going after them. Irgendwie habe ich das Gefühl, sie kriegen uns nicht. Oh, this is a radar, isn't it? There's 3 lights getting closer, I think. Pursuers. We need to evade them somehow. Oh, Joshua, you know how to fly an airship? The basics at least. This ship doesn't have any armaments, also Bewaffnung, however. This isn't the best situation for us to be in. Oh, great. Wait, why did you go for a ship with no weapons? This ship was undergoing maintenance, so the security was lighter. It was an emergency, so I didn't have time to be picky. An emergency? You don't mean the fact that I was caught on the Glorious? Enough. We're going to be flying rough, so hang on to something. Okay. So, auch hier wieder. Ich finde, wenn man es schneller macht, es sieht irgendwie aufregender aus. Wisst ihr, was ich meine? So, das ist normales Tempo. So das. Und so, irgendwie sieht es dringlicher aus. Nur bei den Schüssen sieht es jetzt halt blöd aus. Aber wenn die fliegen ohne Schuss, finde ich, sieht es eigentlich ganz geil aus. Wenn man es schneller macht. Hier so, zack. Dann sieht das Ausweichen auch viel mehr nach Ausweichen aus. Ich weiß nicht. Ich finde es angenehmer so. Oder werden wir flankiert? This is bad. Those guys chasing us seem pretty good. The pilots have been put through one of the society's pilot-focused enhancement programs most likely. They won't be very good at adapting to the unusual, but for more common tasks like chasing down a ship, they're very good. Get it, they're like those guys from earlier. If they're bad at adapting though, maybe we can cause some kind of accident. Where we hit? No wait, that wasn't our ship. Da kommen the Sky Bandits. That's no way. The Bobcat, but why? Joshua, you're on that ship, right? That voice. Yes, it's me. What are you guys doing here? I thought you'd be out of Liebel by now. My brothers got worried that you might run into a problem, so we've been shadowing that flying whale for a while. Really? He was the one begging us to follow Joshua, looking all worked up and ready to faint. Kyle? Enough of you two, and besides we have a little payback to give the society ourselves. We thought we could stick around here until we settle our other debt. I see, thank you, you saved me. You better be grateful. We've had an eye on you for a while and noticed you weren't firing back. There's some kind of problem? I had to take a ship with no armaments. It's proven to be a bit of an issue. I can imagine. What do we do then? Right then, we'll split them in 2. You can probably lose one, right? One, no problem. It's a plan then. Blessing of Adius be with you. Joshua, take care, you hear me? Okay, dann let's do this shit. Okay. Da ärgert sich Joshua Schwarz. So. Und es hat scheinbar geklappt. Die Musik ist freundlicher. Wir haben es einfach schon geschafft. Wir haben 1 abgeschüttelt. Fertig. Gewonnen. Vor allem oben ist doch ein Gewehr drauf. Weird. Aber vielleicht ist es auch kaputt, ne? Estelle, is anything on the radar? Nope. All the lights are out, it looks like. Seems like we completely lost them. Good. I gotta say, I was surprised by the bandits. They're kind of okay. I never thought they'd showed up out of the blue to save us like that. Maybe I've been a bit too hard on them. It's true. I just saw us as 2 parties bound to a contract, but I suppose relationships between people aren't that simple. What's all this of a sudden? Put two people together and maybe they'll fight, but maybe they'll be friends. All kinds of stuff can happen. That's just how people act, you know? Yes. How people act was never very clear in the world I lived in. No. Kill or be killed. Take or be taken from. Until I met you, my life was an endless cycle of such simplicity. But even you had some good times with Löwe and your sister, right? Löwe told you about that, did he? It's true, I have those memories, but they feel like someone else's. Well, after my heart was shattered, my memories of Hamel were no longer my own. I think it's because I gave up on being human and chose to become a puppet. I do clearly remember my sister's death. She and I were attacked by a man lying in wait for stragglers. The man swatted me away and forced my sister to the ground. At the time I was too young to know what he probably meant to do. All I knew was that he was hurting my sister and I had a bad feeling, so I grabbed onto the man's back. I ended up getting crushed and thrown off immediately. Somehow though, I had managed to get my hands on the man's gun. Thinking about it, I wonder, did I have a talent for killing people even then? I'd never even been taught how, but I still removed the safety and pulled the trigger with no hesitation. The man fell over, spewing blood from his mouth, looking confused. That moment I finally realized I'd shot a man. He wasn't quite dead yet, though. He jumped up, combat knife out, screaming and gurgling incoherently with murder in his eyes. I curled up and closed my eyes like I was being attacked by a wild animal. But there was no impact. I was embraced by something soft. When I opened my eyes, there was my sister gently smiling at me. The man had collapsed at some point, and Löwe was standing there, dumbstruck with horror. My sister, cradled by Löwe, gave me her harmonica, and then she closed her eyes. I remember every detail, you see, but even talking about it like this doesn't make me feel sad. It's just a slight tugging at the heart, like reading a stranger's diary. And the same is true of my time with you. No. I do think I was changed a little by touching your warmth. I learned happiness and joy with you, and I finally came to think of you as someone dear. But somewhere, it all felt as if it was distant. I suspect that's what my real self was feeling, the empty void of broken puppet that is Joshua Estelle. Gull Seaside Way. Ja, noch ist es mit mich nicht vorbei. Wir sind zwar entkommen, aber die beiden haben sich jetzt wieder und die Hitze des Gefechts hat sich gelegt. Und ich weiß, die Folge ist ein bisschen länger, aber ich finde, es ist wichtig, dass wir das hier alles noch mitnehmen. Sehr wichtig. Du hast auch schöne Farbaufteilung von diesem Türkisblau ins Gelb-Orangen, also fast dieser Orange-Tear-Look, den ja man im Film auch oft benutzt. So. This is goodbye, Estelle. Please do not chase after me anymore. I was a little happy to see you one last time, but even so, we should not be together. Being with someone like me will never be good for you. And to be frank, you will only be a burden to me. So, you're a terrible liar, you know that? What? Joshua, listen. Es ist so gut und auch jetzt wieder Whereabouts of Light wird rausgesucht. Und zwar diesmal die Dur-Variante, weil das Ganze natürlich ein bisschen positiver beginnt. Also das ist mit dem Intro von in der Dur-Variante sehr, sehr schön gemacht. Joshua, listen. I've seen and heard a lot since you left. And now I think I understand. I understand the reason you left. The real reason you won, the one you haven't even admitted to yourself. You can't bear to be with me because your heart's broken? You feel like being with me is someone else's story that you can never ever have? And come on, I'll be a bad influence on you? Or you'll hold me back? What? That's all a bunch of lies. Every single one, especially the last one. They aren't lies. No, Joshua, really, listen. I understand now. You're really, really scared. What? You think it's your fault that your sister died, and you'd never ever forgive yourself if something happened to me. That's why you ran away from me that night. Everything else was just pinned on afterwards. That's ridiculous. Weismann's conditioning left me incapable of feeling fear. He took away my ability to feel it so that I wouldn't hesitate during an operation. You're a little off target, I'm afraid. No, darn it, I'm not talking about something that's superficial. Joshua, you said you can't help but feel like your sister's death happened to someone else, right? Do you know why that is? Of course. It's because I'm a broken wreck of human being. Jetzt will das sehr hart dieses Goth-Wesen sein, Leute. No, wrongo. We aren't letting self-pity get in the way here. Joshua, you just don't want to remember how awful it was when your sister died, how you blame yourself for it. Unconsciously, you have been trying to think of it as someone else's problem to get away from it. A lot of people do that. And on that ship, don't tell me you weren't afraid there. I mean, it was a lot of work just to sneak on board, right? But you didn't even hesitate to help me escape. It's almost as if you were trying to get me away from danger as fast as you possibly could. Danger you were afraid of. You aren't a broken wreck, Joshua. You're just scared, mostly because you care for people so much it breaks your heart. And you're lying to yourself about it. That's how I see it, and I know I'm right. But that can't... Why? Can you? If you've forgotten, Buster, I'm Libel's #1 Joshua watcher. Now that I know all about your past too, I'm the biggest authority on Joshua Estelle in the world. I know more than Weissman or Löwe even. Joshua scared and Joshua brave, Joshua lying and Joshua honest. My beloved Joshua. I finally found you, Joshua. I finally reached you. Stop. But I need to say this. I don't want to just be one more person you feel like you have to protect. As long as I'm a bracer, I can't stay away from danger. That's not gonna change even if you leave again, Joshua. It's what I have to do to be who I am. And so, Joshua, let's make a promise. A promise? Let's go forward together from now on and protect each other equally. I'm strong enough to be able to cover your back now, Joshua. And if you're at my side, there's nothing I can't beat. No matter what kind of crazy nonsense the society throws at me, I won't die. So you don't need to be afraid for me anymore. Promise. Estelle, Why? How? So schön auch, dass das Porträt unten, also nicht nur die Chibi-Figur oben, da seht ihr, da bewegen sich die Augen sogar, wie sie tränen, aber auch unten. I haven't been able to cry since Karen died. I could never even shed tears as an act, but now... It's okay. No one's looking. Cry as long as you want. And I'll just hold you like this. Das war wunderschön. Und ziemlich erwachsen von Estelle. That was a little embarrassing. No kidding. Oh right, here, let me return this. Oh. Seriously, Joshua, this is your only memento of Karen, right? You shouldn't just fob this off on others without thinking, buddy. Yes, it was a bit thoughtless of me, wasn't it? I was kind of wondering, what kind of person was she? What kind of person? She was friendly to everyone she met, kind almost to a fault, and she had dignity born of humility. She and Löwe, the Löwe back then, were perfect together. I was always a little jealous of them as a child. Friendly, kind and dignified. She was kind of like Chloe then. It's a good comparison thinking about it. Karen didn't look like Chloe. She had my eyes and hair, but they were similar in spirit. Estelle? Nothing. Speaking of Chloe, you realize you worried her and everyone else sick too, and not just me, right? You have some serious groveling to do when we get back. Estelle, I do. If you say something like, oh, I don't have the right to go back, I'm gonna just drag you back by your hair, okay? Sure, you were Weissman's spy, but you didn't even know it, right? Even helping the bandits get their ship back was done to try and stop the society, right? If you tell Dad about the society's plans, that'll make it even. That's what they call a plea bargain, right? That's not quite how plea bargain works. Besides, even if you want to stop the society, you can't get back on that ship, can you? In that case, your only option is to work with us, Buster. If you hadn't been abducted, I could have destroyed the glories as I originally planned. Yeah, sorry. Wait, hold on. How can you say destroy the glories so easily? I know it's the societies we're talking about, but were you really going to kill them all? It will take nothing less to stop Weisman and Löwe. And even then, there's a decent chance that they'd survive the destruction of the Glorious. For the love of... No, actually, I think it's for the best I got caught. You were going to do something completely crazy, Joshua. You're all, hey, Estelle's being all cute and naive again, aren't you? No, not at all. It's just that you've matured a lot as a person while we've been apart. But ultimately, you're still Estelle. That makes me happier than I thought possible. Oh, come on, Estelle. Why the heck does Joshua's smile still make my heart race? It's cause it's been a while, isn't it? It still gets me right there. Estelle? Hey, you got along pretty well with that tomboy, right? Tomboy? Oh, you mean Gisette? Well, at first we had our differences. Even so, we came to understand each other pretty well by the end, I'd say. Understand each... Did you kiss her? What? Question. Answer. Give. Right. Of course I didn't. Our relationship wasn't like that. Good. Well, then... Can I request a do-over of that night? A do... Oh. The first kiss was really important to a girl, you know? And it was all your fault that mine got wasted. So you've got to take responsibility, mister. Estelle. Estelle, I suppose I do. Aww. Hey, Joshua. Ja, schlechtes Timing, würde ich mal sagen. Sehr schlechtes Timing, zumindest für sie. The tomboy. What? Oh, heck, you got away too, huh? I was hoping you'd stay caught. Maybe I should have thrown you at them as a distraction, but I don't think you'd like grimy tomboys. Come on, Gisette, don't start a fight. You won't object to a brief truce, I hope, Miss Bracer. Yeah, well, you guys did save us back there after all, so thank you, really. We wouldn't have made it without you. There's no need to thank us. Don't remember saving you, so just keep your thanks to yourself, okay? Okay, one of you is getting dragged off to prison after all, it looks like. That aside, Stray, what are your plans now? Huh? We came to ask again if you wanted to come with us, but I'm thinking it looks like we don't even need to ask, huh? Yes, forgive me. I'm not really certain how things will go from here. Right now, though, I will be traveling with Estelle. Joshua. I see. Oh, whatever, at least there's still a chance. What? Joshua, remember, you get tired of Miss Airhead over there, just come on back to us. You always have a place on the Bobcat, okay? Walk over here and call me an airhead one more time, you greasy tomboy. Thank you, Gisette. Don Kyle, I owe all of you so much. That's our line. Good luck and stay safe. Hopefully we'll meet again someday. Ja. Dem. Estelle? What is it? You do understand that the enemies we've made are overwhelmingly powerful. You were captured primarily as bait to lure me out, I suspect. That way the Glorious wouldn't be destroyed in Wiseman's absence. Oh. And to be honest, Löwe probably could have saved the ship after kicking our bodies into the sea. I'm fairly sure the reason he didn't was out of pity. Pity of how weak I was, I mean. All of the enforcers are the same. In terms of pure power, they are all masters far stronger than me, even Ren. We've picked that will probably be the hardest fight of our lives. Yeah, but I do promise. I promise I won't ever run from reality again. I will walk with you until the very end. Joshua, I promise too, to the very end. Und das war's, das war Kapitel 6. Ein sehr storyfokussiertes Ende. So, schau mal, da, zack und da, zack. Ja, also, wie ihr bis jetzt gemerkt habe ich diese ursprünglich als eine Folge gedachte Folge gesplittet, weil es nach hinten raus ein bisschen zu lang geworden ist. Also wundert euch nicht, wenn so ein komischer Cut in der Mitte einmal ist und die Folgen so merkwürdig aufhören. Ist ja aber nicht schlimm, ihr werdet sie am Stück erleben. Und falls das hier schon im neuen Jahr kommt, herzlich willkommen im neuen Jahr. Ich hoffe, es wird ein besseres. In diesem Sinne, danke fürs Dabeisein und freut euch auf sehr, sehr, sehr viel mehr Story noch in der nächsten Folge. Bis dahin, tschüss.